I got a pole she could put her hand on.
Just meditated a little bit. Probably the past week I've drank a good amount consistently, and I've taken Delta E gummies, and this is the first day that I hadn't done either of those things. So my stomach was like tied up in a knot. I had a lot of like indigestion, and I drank a good amount of water today, and I had to urinate a good amount, and that's a good sign that your body's releasing toxins. And it's also because I urinate after I meditate. I believe that cycles of drinking water and meditating for as short as like 15 to 30 minutes at a time is a great natural way to detox your body. Because like literally every time I meditate from like even as little as 5 minutes, I'll have to urinate after, like immediately after, and the duration of the meditation and the amount of water I drink is like a gimme, but the duration of the meditation usually correlates with the amount of urine that I piss. And urine is your body's way of releasing toxins. It's one of the ways your body releases toxins, between sweating, between urinating, between pooping. So because the amount I urinate correlates with like the intensity of my meditation and the duration of my meditation, I believe that cycles of meditation and drinking water, you could take supplements, you could buy these detox drinks, you can be lazy and just buy shit that people make for certain things. But literally, to like an effective way, I believe, to detoxify your body is to just drink water and to effectively meditate. And in my case, because I had a lot of knots and indigestion in my stomach, I believe that there was a lot of toxins in my stomach. So, it directly connects, meditation targets, whatever area is of, the sickest, the weakest, causing your body the most problems. Usually your body naturally, when you meditate, targets those areas. You can also target those areas consciously when you meditate. And by targeting those areas, by filtering things like oxygen, air, airflow, water, you filter out those toxins. And I hope that this is more of a common practice for the average person in the future. Clean these puppies out. filled up on water today. My phone service is doomed to expire in the next few days, the next week, and I'm waiting on money to transfer while I'm waiting for Uber Eats to update my account. So money's pretty tight right now, and in case I run out of Wi-Fi, I marked McDonald's. A few Starbucks is near me. I'm in a McDonald's mixed lot right now. I'll probably hang around here till I can upgrade my phone service. That way I don't run out of Wi-Fi and I'm not stuck searching for places with free Wi-Fi in case my phone service runs out. But I got water for a couple days at least. The amount of water I filled up with will last me, probably like 2 to 3 days. So I'm just gonna work on channel content kind of stuff for the next few days. Not do deliveries. I am going back and forth with an Uber Eats delivery support person. I don't know, how long it's gonna take. It seems like they're not really sure what's wrong with my account. They told me to do some settings adjustment things as if I had an Android phone, but I have an iPhone. So there's a little miscommunication there on what kind of phone I have and what my issue with the Uber Eats delivery app service is. So kind of waiting on that. But made a list of reasons why I chose the van life over working an engineering office job. I came up with a good amount of reasons, like at least 10, I think 11 reasons why, specifically for myself, why I chose this kind of, at least for now, why I chose the van life over working an engineering job, even though it may pay better and it may be more convenient to go into work for some and, just work a 9 to 5, come home at the end of the day, and then, have those remaining hours in the day to do would be channel content kind of stuff for my 2 channels. But, the amount of work, I don't even have time to do, even without doing deliveries, just doing stuff with the channel. I play games every day. I try to vlog as I do stuff with the van. And the amount of SEO work and the amount of time that it takes, leaving a few hours at the end of the day to make content, to upload content, maybe you'd be better off to do a video a week instead of uploading multiple videos a day. But I prefer to make content, and I have a lot of stuff backed up on my phone right now as far as game content and just travel content that I made in the last week. We'll see. I may transition to doing a video a week. I seem to not get as much good results by uploading as much as I do, but I think my content will be something that I have better evergreen value in the future. I document a lot of commercial stuff, just kind of how the world is nowadays. And I think in 20 years, 10 years, 20 years, 30 years, my channel content it may not seem to provide much value right now, but I think that the way I document things will provide a lot more value in the future as things change, as businesses change. Just the roadways that I take, little snapshots of, what I see at stoplights and things like that. And like I said, I try to document a lot of commercial stuff, how businesses are now, how businesses advertise, what they advertise, what products, I come across, what products I use, COVID kind of things too, how COVID is monitored and signs that businesses post relative to COVID that display the precautions that they take, even just the types of cars that are on the road nowadays. that may be a completely different ball game 20 years from now. So like people may not see like the things that I document as much of anything or providing much value, but when I do things, I do it thinking about how people will see the world today in 20 years, if you can wrap your head around that. But right now I'm in a McDonald's lot, able to have access to free Wi-Fi for the majority of the day if my phone service runs out. It's a heavily mixed lot with different businesses that you can see behind me. So mixed lots are always good with a stealth van. It's hard to identify my van as, you know, not belonging or, you know, plus this lot seems to have a lot of cars that are still parked here, even around businesses that are closed. So if other people are doing it then in this lot, then I'm not sticking out like a sore thumb. I am parked next to a tow truck, which when I first got here, I was a little hesitant to park here, but it seems like nobody's gotten in it or moved it in like 5 hours, so I think it's just here to stay, which went from being you know, a sign of warning to a good sign that people leave their cars in this parking lot overnight. And those are things that I kind of look for when I find parking spaces for overnight parking. I think I've been woken up when I park by security maybe like a few times. So done pretty well for being on the road for 6 months and only being in lots, staying in lots, overdoing my stay and being warned, you know, maybe like 2 or 3 times that I should move. One of them was when my battery died and I was in one lot for, you know, a few days, like 3 days. But as far as parking overnight and me finding commercial parking spaces, I have a pretty good sense now of where I can park, where I can't park, where I'm going to run into issues with either parking lot security or law enforcement. All areas are different. Even areas, sections of cities, sections of suburbs around cities. And this area of Houston, I'm in the northwest section of Houston. These commercial lots are well maintained, and there seems to be not much of an issue parking. Like law enforcement doesn't seem to really care if people park overnight, and at least the lots that I've driven to and been in so far, only being in Houston for a few days. So if I run into issues with my phone, I'll be all right. With Wi-Fi, I'll be all right. With water for a few days. If I have to go back to the Watermill Express where I filled up, it's only a mile away. I could walk there if I had to. So we'll see. Hopefully I'll be back doing deliveries in a few days and able to earn money. But took proper precautions in regards to my phone service, in regards to my water supply and food. Yesterday I stocked up on, you know, bread, peanut butter. I had pasta, I had rice, I have some ramen. I have vitamins because I'm now eating a more malnutritious diet over these next few days. So just being conscientious of things when you're on the road and you're in a van like this, and you know your income, the money that you have is slim at the moment, at least for these next few days until I can do Uber Eats deliveries. Just being conscientious of what you have and what supplies you need in terms of food, water, phone service, internet, all important things to keep in mind. And the resources that are around you and you have access to if something goes wrong, if my car battery dies and I can't charge it. Right now I'm charging my battery pack too. Just in case something happens. I have about a quarter of a tank for my car, so I'm pretty good with gas considering I'm not going to be moving much over these next few days. So, just taking proper precautions in a moment of, low-level income, I guess, not being able to earn money with Uber Eats deliveries,